Good evening to you. Happy Friday Eve from the WNBF First Alert Desk. I am Eric Weisfeld, taking a look at the stories we've been covering for you all day long here on WNBF News. And we did not have a 7 o'clock show. Hopefully you caught our special, though, talking about the Classic. We were doing a preview on that, telling you what you can expect this year. It's coming up next week, but we will be back tonight for WNBF News at 11 o'clock. All right, let's begin with the fact that we're keeping an eye on those weekend rain chances that we'll talk about in a moment, because we're getting new details about the Carolina Forest wildfire, which has been burning for 2 months now. Horry County says dry, windy conditions are prolonging the life of that fire amid the widespread drought. The agency also says the only way to fully get those flames out is a long, heavy rainfall. That fire began March 1st. It's since burned more than 2,000 acres and remains 90% contained. And just a reminder, Horry County remains under a strictly enforced burn ban until further notice. All right, now this is the video we wanted to show you. A North Strand community asking for input when it comes to your safety. A survey is out now. It's been out for a few days, and it consists of just 5 questions. But Assistant Police Chief Johnny Sellers says the feedback helps them better help you in the North Myrtle Beach area. The survey focuses on the overall performance of the police department, residential concerns, including types of crimes they've seen in their neighborhood. It also asks if neighbors are interested in past community programs like neighborhood watches and youth outreach programs. Assistant Chief Sellers says he and North Myrtle Beach Police Chief Dana Crowell have been working on many ways to improve the department since taking over in 2023, and he says they're focusing in on the city's growing needs while staying honest and transparent with the community they serve. Well, this is a look at the wildfires that are still burning. That was a story we brought to you previously. Now let's talk about, boy, we are just really off one story, I think, on this. Hang on one second. There we go. This is what Stephen Schlink covered today. This Saturday, one Horry County family will mark a somber anniversary. It'll be 12 years since Amber Burbilia was found beaten to death under an overpass near North Myrtle Beach. Amber was found under Robert Edge Parkway with her car running and cell phone ringing. Amber's case has made national headlines throughout the years. 3 months after her murder, Horry County Police filed it as a cold case. We're told it's not uncommon for the county to have cold cases, and in fact, one cold case dates back into the 70s. Amber's mom says she feels like police were too quick, though, to rule this a cold case. There's her mom right there. She continues to hold vigils, praying that police will find a lead. She says she's desperate for that closure. HCPD says they have 2 officers devoted to those unresolved cases. Amber's mom says that she plans to fight until she gets justice for her daughter. All right, now let's talk about Savannah's Playground. It's a heads up for you parents. Savannah's Playground in Myrtle Beach expanding to have more hours for the summer. The popular park will now open its gates at 8 o'clock each morning. It will stay open until 8 o'clock at night. Those expanded hours will last through September. Everybody loves Savannah's Playground. All right, now let's talk about this restaurant. You no longer have to wait to drive past Berkey's Grill in Myrtle Beach, longing for that burger and fries. That's because the popular diner is finally back open. A fire, if you may remember, in late 2023 shut down the Grand Strand staple, known for its 50s vibe. Owner Wayne Burkhart says there are new floors, ceilings, seating, and equipment, but the menu is the same, but it now includes chicken nuggets. He also says 14 employees are putting back on their uniforms. Berkey's Grill also has new hours. Doors open at 11 each morning and close at 10 o'clock at night. And he says it is definitely looking fresh, to quote him. All right, now let's take a look at the forecast coming up as we take a live look over our Sea Captain's Tower Cam. And we talked about rain for this weekend, and we do have chances of thunderstorms and showers on Sunday. Saturday is definitely your better day to get out and enjoy the weekend. We have partly cloudy skies tomorrow and on Friday with a high of 80 degrees, and then on Saturday and Sunday looking more to be in the high 70s. As far as your highs, partly cloudy on Saturday, and then on Sunday, again, those thunderstorms, which could continue into scattered thunderstorms on Monday with a high around 76. Tuesday, 76 as well, mostly sunny, partly cloudy on Wednesday with a high of 78. Then we're going back to isolated thunderstorms and 78 degrees a week from today, next Thursday. Coming up tonight on WNBF News at 11 o'clock. Our Julia Richardson has been covering a story. A man in our area, 95 years old, working in his yard, planting flowers, and he actually got robbed and he was beaten as well, allegedly. So Julia has been covering this story. This is a man who is loved so much by his community. Tonight, Julia speaks with his granddaughter. She will bring you more on that really heartbreaking story as we talk about the man's progress to return to being healthy again following that ordeal that happened right there in his own yard. That's coming up tonight when you join us for WMBF News at 11 o'clock. You have a safe evening, and we'll see you back here tonight on WMBF News for your news at 11.